Annyeonghaseyo friends, and welcome back to the Torsie channel for more BTS and more Proof, the album that we are all obsessed with. Today we are going to be watching Run BTS and For Youth, the lyric videos, so we can hear them and see what the lyrics are all about. Very much looking forward to watching these with you. Let's get straight into it. Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay. Run.
He sounds so good. Everyone sounds so good in this track.
Let's go. Wait from the bottom. I got your back. 우리 좀 빨아. Let's have a make. 제발 we got us. And tell me what you wanna. Tell me what you wanna want. If you live fast, let us die young. 어느새 에너지. Make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지. Make it move left and right. Human body 우리 가솔린. Yeah. It's good. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Run, bulletproof, run. Yeah, you got it. Run.
So addictive. J-Hope killing it. Scream.
Let us die young. 어느새 에너지. Make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지. Make it move left and right. Human body 우리 가솔린. Yeah. It's good. Are you ready? Yeah. Let's go.
That bit.
Run, yeah, you gotta run. Run, bulletproof, run, yeah, you gotta run. Run, bulletproof, run, yeah, you gotta run.
Oh god, this kills me. It's so good.
Let us die young. 어느새 에너지. Make it move left and right. 그게 누구든지. Make it move left and right. human body 우리 가솔린. Yeah. It's good. Are you ready? Yeah. Run, beautiful, run.
This is another one that's written Run Bulletproof. And it's not, it's Run Beautiful. Okay, I feel like I'm going to have to do a proper lyric analysis of this, pulling from a few different sources, because every time I look up the lyrics of this from different videos, different websites, everything is slightly different. One of my favorite things to do is break down lyrics and look at the symbolism in them. When it comes to this, where several different sources say several different things, I'm going to have to gather them and compare them. So we'll talk in spirit about the song. First of all, the thing I love so much about this song, Yet to Come, we know, is following on from The Most Beautiful Moment in Life. What Run BTS reminds me of is the albums that preceded The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, where there was a lot of growling. It was really gritty. It was quite in your face and very rap-led. The amazing thing about BTS, one of the reasons why they stand apart from so many other bands, and one of the things that makes them so successful, is that they are a band with 3 legitimate rappers in it. There's a difference between a K-pop rapper and a rapper in a K-pop band. That distinction is made a lot in the lyrics of their songs, usually Sugar. Sugar talks often about how people make fun of him for being in a K-pop band and he's not a real rapper because he's in a K-pop band, and he just makes fun of them right back and says, you know, Just say that you can't sing and dance. Like, rather than have a go at me, just say that you can't sing and dance, okay? The only reason you're not in my position is because you can't do what I do. Too bad. And which is, you know, why we love Sugar, that he just doesn't take anyone's BS. BTS is able to switch between songs that have rap verses and rap songs that have lyrical verses in them. This is super rap-led, this song, and has beautiful vocals in it to complete the story and complete the picture. And that reminds me a lot of the songs from the first albums, where the rap line were serving the majority of the story. This sounds like the elevated, matured version of original Bangtan, which fits again so beautifully with Yet to Come, their conversation in that song about going back to their roots, starting from one again, growing from there, to then have this song is doing exactly what they said they would do in Yet to Come. That's them coming back to square one. And then in the lyrics, they're talking about square one. They're talking about how JK had to leave school and go to the company and practice, and how they had leaky studios and that original experience where they had to struggle, really, really, really struggle. It's easy now, but at first it was hard times. And when they think about the hard times, they start awake from their dreams. My favorite thing about Run BTS, it's kind of denying the sense of mysticism that goes around BTS. And again, this is a reflection of Yet to Come. Yet to Come repeatedly says, they say we're the best. And the idea of being the best at something, it kind of makes you untouchable. The same thing goes with being bulletproof. That being bulletproof makes you seem superhuman and untouchable. What Run BTS does as a song is deny the idea that they are superheroes. What they're saying to us is we're not bulletproof because we were born with bullet immunity and nothing can touch us. We're bulletproof because we run. We run and we dodge, and you can't hit a moving target. That's why we're bulletproof. Which is why it's important that the translation at the end says "run, beautiful, run," because what they're telling us is you as well can be bulletproof. You as well can reach your goals and be successful, because what it is not about the birthright of a superhero. It's about having the willingness to work super hard to get yourself there. Your two bare feet are your gasoline that will move you forward and get you to your goals. Run, beautiful, run. They're talking to us. Army, you can do this too. You can be bulletproof too. You can reach your goals too. Run, beautiful, run. It's humble. Like, it's gritty and it's got brag lines in there, but it is actually a humble song of, we have a good team, we have talent behind us, we worked super, super, super hard. That is how we got to where we are. There was recently an interview with Ed Sheeran where he was saying people come up to him all the time and say, you know, oh, natural born talent. You're successful because of your natural born talent. I think this was on the Jonathan Ross show, and he took out his phone and he played a recording of when he was quite young and before he became successful. And the guitar was fine, and then his voice kicked in and it was super unstable. It was not the Ed Sheeran we know and love today. Everyone was kind of pulling a face and laughing at everything. And Ed Sheeran wasn't embarrassed about it at all. His point was, I am successful because I worked really hard. The talent you need is hard work. That's what gets you there. There was also a study a little while ago of what is the defining trait of a successful person. And it was a really, really broad study. Lots of different industries, lots of different socioeconomic situations, education levels, blah, blah, blah. And they found that the one thing that makes a person successful is grit. The only thing a person needs to have, not education, not opportunity, not wealth, not a particular industry, the one thing a person needs to have to actually be successful in life is the willingness to grind. Just do the work, do the work, do the work. This song, BTS, is the perfect example of exactly that. The whole song is we ran, we worked hard, and that is why we're bulletproof. That is why you too can be bulletproof. And it's not luck. So many people who don't like BTS say that they got lucky. They didn't get lucky. Is it kismet? Maybe. Is it the genius of Bang PD that he picked 7 people who were going to be the perfect combination and he too was the perfect combination with them? Yes, it's a lot of people being really, really good at what they do, not just Bangtan, but everyone behind them as well. Saying that they're lucky is such an insult to not just their talent, but how hard they were willing to work to get where they are. How hard they are still willing to work to get where they are. Like I said, this song is so worth actually picking apart line by line, and I'm so switched on by it that I absolutely will do that. I can't let it slide. We're gonna have to talk about it as in depth as we possibly can. I did have an interesting thought with this because I know some other people interpreted Yet to Come as a farewell song. I interpreted that differently. Obviously, art is subjective and everybody's interpretation is completely valid, so this isn't me invalidating them. I just interpreted it differently. I interpreted it as a song that said, great, we've reached a lot of highs and now we're going to bring it back to our purpose and kind of have a rebirth and start again. Rather than a farewell, it's a closing of that chapter and a starting of a new one. An argument could be made that if there was a song that was a farewell, it's this one. I don't think it is. However, V's line, "If we live fast, let us die young." Oh, I just got really sad thinking about it. Oh no. I always laugh when I cry. Whew. It isn't necessarily a goodbye now, but I think it's making a preemptive request of ARMY that if there ever comes a time where they're too tired of running, that we let them rest. They've lived fast and they would like the right to die young. That if they ever announce their disbandment, that we do them the favor and the honor of letting them rest after all of their hard work. I feel like that's what that line is saying, whether that is for now or for some time in the future. You know, it's a bit contradictory to things that members have said in interviews where they said, oh, we'll keep doing this until our backs break and our voices crack and we can't do anything anymore. And I do believe that of them. But I think such emotionally intelligent men who have spent the last couple of years in the pandemic bereft of their purpose, which is performance, have probably thought about a time when retirement is imminent and what that's going to feel like, and knowing full well that ARMY is as much BTS as BTS is ARMY, and the two of us are intrinsically linked, and ARMY will feel it desperately, that it will probably be like quite spirit-breaking the day they announce their retirement, that they've kind of had to give us a bit of forewarning of, look how hard we've worked, look how far we've been running, how hard we've been running. We've been running so hard, it's like gasoline in a car. That's how fast, that's how hard we've been running. Please let us rest when it's time to rest. I don't think it would be an unfair interpretation of that lyric to consider that that might be what they're saying. It might not be now, but it could be someday. Man, I hate the idea of that. I don't even like talking about that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not that I want them to suffer at all. But I hate the idea of them not carrying on. So I've just realized that I've been talking way longer than I expected to. Whoopsies. So we're going to split this into a part 1 and a part 2. I'll release them both one right after another. So if you are watching this one, keep an eye out for part 2. You can hit the little bell below if you want an alert for that. But that'll be coming out shortly. And we will continue this discussion. Good times. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you in a minute. 안녕.